Battlefield is bringing back Operation Firestorm, and that's insane. But it got me thinking, what if we could bring back any map ever made? I have a whole list of maps that I'd like to see again, and everyone had that one map that'd do anything to play again. For every map DICE brings back, they leave 10 masterpieces behind. These maps aren't just good, they're legendary. They're the reason we fell in love with Battlefield in the first place. But somehow, they've been forgotten. DICE says they're listening to the fans, so here's the list they need to hear. These are the 10 forgotten Battlefield maps that would make Battlefield 6 the greatest game ever made. Kicking things off, we've got White Pass from Bad Company 2, the craziest snow map ever made. You can blow up literally everything. 1 second you're pushing through a frozen forest, the next you're punching holes through every house trying to find enemies. The destruction wasn't just eye candy, it was survival. Every building could be your fortress, or your tomb. You couldn't hide for long, one tank shell and your cover was gone. White Pass reminded us that destruction wasn't a feature, it was a weapon. And Battlefield desperately needs that again. At number 9, we're fighting inside a $1 billion penthouse, Ziva Tower. Think of giant open fields. This was an entire wall crammed inside a skyscraper. Glass hallways, tiny rooms, explosions everywhere. One grenade could wipe out an entire squad. No vehicles, no long-range fights, just chaos in a luxury skyscraper. Ziva Tower was pure adrenaline. If DICE wants to prove close quarters still works, this is the blueprint. Coming in at number 8 is the scariest map in Battlefield history, the Run Highway. You start fighting during the day, and then night hits, and it's terrifying. Streetlights flicker, flashlights give away your position, and tanks stalk you like predators in the dark. This map wasn't just about combat, it was about paranoia. Every shadow could hide an enemy, every light could mean death. Imagine Run Highway rebuilt with next-gen lighting and destruction. It would be a horror movie disguised as a shooter. At number 7, the biggest explosion in Battlefield history, Siege of Shanghai. Like seriously, as if we wouldn't mention this map. Everyone remembers dropping that skyscraper, but this map was more than just a gimmick. It was chaos in every level. Infantry in the streets, tanks on bridges, boats in the harbor, zip lines everywhere. And when the tower finally came down, the entire center turned into a dusty war zone. 2 maps in one, both absolute chaos. That's peak Battlefield. For number 6, we're storming the beach of Gulf of Oman. We start on a massive carrier and then everyone hits the beach at once. Boats, helis, explosions everywhere. It was war in its purest form. The beach was a death trap that when you pushed into the city, there was snipers on cranes, tanks in the streets, jets screaming overhead, and then came the sandstorm. You couldn't see anything, the sound went muffled, and suddenly every fight felt cinematic. Gulf of Oman is the perfect balance between vehicles and infantry, and it needs to return. Number 5 is the map that defined Battlefield 3, Caspian Border. Of course everyone remembers this map. This was the trailer map, the one that showed us what 64-player warfare could really be. Rolling fields, dense forests, and that massive antenna in the center that everyone fought to control. Jets dogfighting above, tanks clashing below, infantry trying to survive in between. Every moment felt like that front line. If you didn't play Caspian Border, you didn't play Battlefield. Okay, I'm throwing out the script. This map is too legendary. Striker Karkan is Battlefield perfection. It's 2 maps in one. Open desert tank battles that turn into brutal close-quarters street fights. You had to completely change how you played halfway through the match. It's not if this map should come back, it's when. Karkan proved Battlefield could deliver scale and intensity in the same game. Number 3. Damavan Peak. Damian Peak? I don't know. Yeah, everyone remembers jumping off that 500-meter cliff, and it was awesome. But the real genius was everything underneath. You started on the mountaintop, they fought your way through tunnels, all the way down into an underground base. It was the best vertical map Battlefield ever made. Now imagine it rebuilt with grappling hooks, new destruction, and alternate paths through the mountain. I don't know. Was ahead of its time. Anyway, it deserves a comeback. Number 2 is Nausea. I'm just kidding, of course it's Operation Métro. The most chaotic, infamous, and loved map ever made. The park, the subway, the streets of Paris. And let's be honest, we were all there for the subway. 64 players, 1 tunnel, infinite explosions. It was grenade spam, revived chains, machine guns, and madness. People called it broken. We called it Battlefield at its best. And the number 1 forgotten map is the most iconic in gaming history, Wake Island. This isn't just a map, it created Battlefield. Its perfect horseshoe design defined every great map that came after it. You could hit the island from the air, flanked by the sea, or go straight for the airfield. It fought strategy, teamwork, and chaos all at once. Now imagine Wake Island with modern destruction. You could literally level the entire island. This isn't just nostalgia, it's a necessity. So that's the list. 10 forgotten maps that would make Battlefield 6 the greatest comeback in FPS history. That's just my list. Now it's your turn. What map defined Battlefield for you? Drop your top 10 in the comments down below and tell me which ones I missed. And if you love Battlefield nostalgia, hit subscribe and let's keep this debate going. Because this community never forgets its maps. I've been your host Charlie K, and as always we'll see you on the next level.